Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. There's one specific time when men tell the truth. Do you know when that time is? One of them at least? Yeah, that one. And when you use some adult beverages. That's when people sometimes, drink too much, then they tell the truth. Or at least they tell more, and that more is more than they in normal situations would tell. Well, I have to confess, I had a few glasses of wine, so I'm in a A-OK mood. So I'm ready to take on this little article. And this little article comes from Business Insider, July 30th, 2022. And this is the title. Hitler's gold watch sold for $1.1 million in Nazi memorabilia auction that infuriates Jewish leaders. A Maryland auction house has sold Adolf Hitler's watch for $1.1 million. An open letter from 34 Jewish leaders. 34. It's not 6. They have something with 6. It's 34 Jewish leaders said the auction, which included other Nazi memorabilia, is an indictment to society. Well, my boys, this is our society. You are part of it. So some people in this society, using inclusion, diversity, and equity, have a certain kind of, different cultures that make us all united. You know that? So then these people decide here that your society is one, our society is different, their society is different. We love diversity, don't we? Yeah. They said the auction overrides the memory, suffering, and pain for financial gain. Who's talking about financial gain? All right, I will recommend one book. I can recommend many, but I will recommend this one. So it's still no, that's not the heroin use. It's just from some itchy nose. Please look into Norman Finkelstein or Finkelstein book. It's called Holocaust Industry, the Holocaust Industry. It's a good book that opens up a lot of different perspective. Obviously, that's a hate book, according to some people who called Dr. Finkelstein a self-hating Jew and so on. Calling names, they think they will shut you up. They destroyed their tenure in Illinois and so on. Dershowitz and friends. You want to look into that. So, a gold watch, we love gold, given to Adolf Hitler has sold to $1.1 million at a Maryland, United States auction house. Details of the auction house website state that the watch also featured 2 dates, April 20th, 1989, Hitler's birthday. All right, you know what that is? And the second date, July 30th, 1933. Being the day the genocidal dictator became Chancellor of Germany. Okay, let's go. Jewish leaders wrote an open letter condemning Alexander Historical Auction House for the sale of blah, 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 blah. The watch sale price was well below the 2 to 4 million estimate. Okay, well, at least some people made some money. But let me go to this beautiful author of some books, and his name is none other than recognize that guy? Yeah, me. This is one of the books I wrote. It's God's Nature. That's one of them. This is the second one, the same one. And I wrote another one, but it's a different kind of better society we should create. Nevertheless, I'm going to use the first book to use a few quotes and a few verses from our friends from the scriptures. Old Testament. Do you remember the Old Testament? Yeah, I do. And we have over there the great Moses. Yes, the Moses, yes, who brought us the laws. And he was almost saint. I think he was like a fantastic individual. Well, let's read a few things about this gentleman, Moses, okay? And we have here that, for instance, I will use the exact verse, is the Numbers. You know, you can find it in the Bible, Numbers. You got chapter 21, Arad destroyed. And it says here, verse number 2, because the Israelites' invasion initially was unsuccessful, they vowed to the Lord that if they will deliver these people in our hands, we will totally destroy them. That's genocide. Total elimination, okay? Then we have here verse 3. That was verse 2. Verse 3. We have here, instead of denying the genocide to occur by not allowing the Israelites to conquer, exterminate the Canaanites, God gave, quote unquote, the Canaanites over to them, to the Israelites. They completely destroyed them and their towns. Completely destroyed them and their towns. That's genocide, isn't it? So the place was named Hormah. Hormah means total elimination of a nation. That sounds to me like a genocide, isn't it? All right, let's move on. Let's see what this fantastic Emil Kosman said. All right, we have here that we have verse number 9 from chapter 25. The plague was stopped. In other words, the racial ethnic mixture was put to an end through killings. The number of those kills were 24,000 people. God had no problem with this. Neither did Moses and his followers. So the physical elimination of a group based on their group's beliefs is defined as genocide, not only as a mass murder. All right, let's move on. And we have here that verse number 7 from chapter 31, I'm sorry, verse 7, it says, at God's order, Moses killed every man, Midianites, which means extermination. Every man means all of them. Okay, we go down here and we say here that this is what they did. It's verse 27 through 48. We learn about the spoils of war after they did something, okay? Oh, let's go to verse 14, 15, 17, 18. When Moses saw them, he got angry and asked, have you allowed all the women to leave? And Moses ordered, now kill the boys and then kill every woman who have slept with a man, but save for yourself every girl who has not slept with a man. We mean virgins. All right. So that means what? Sex slaves, right? Okay. We're gonna go further. Yeah, we got dividing the spoils of war. We will find that they took 675,000. That's verse 27 to 48. We find that they took 675,000 sheep, 72,000 cattle, 64,000 donkeys, and 32,000 virgin women. You know what it is? Boom, boom, boom. I don't think they got them for to work in the fields, right? If they're virgin. Because the other ones who were already not virgin anymore, they killed. All right, so we got more of that. We got to go and see how much they got. They got 2.7 tons of gold, which is in today's money 66.2 million US dollars. That's on the verse 52. Yeah, all right. We can go more than that. You want to go more than that? We can go more than that. And we get it's Deuteronomy. And we have in verse 32 and 33, God directly intervened in a conflict on behalf of the Israelites by handing the nation of Israel to eliminate. Yep, and then the Israelites, the next one, the verse 34, the Israelites took, and I'm quoting, all the towns and completely destroyed the towns, men, women, and children. They left no survivors. We witnessed again a genocide slash Holocaust. We can go on and on and on. So this is just, we got here the Hittites, I don't know how you call those guys, Girgashites, Amorites, Canaanites, Perizzites, Hivites, Jebusites, all these guys is right here. You can buy this on Amazon, and I got 2 more books over there where I, one by one, each and every verse. So we have Moses, right? If you go into the Supreme Court of the United States, if you go and visit it, you're going to see a mural over there with Moses. That Moses. Yeah, that Moses. You can read those. I'm not advertising, but that's clearly, I took verse by verse, I put the verse on, and I analyzed it. And you're going to see who's who, what's what. They talk about this criminal, Hitler. Okay, he was a criminal. What about the other guy? No. And the other guy did that because someone else told him to. So how do you analyze the other guy? And the other guy helps that guy to take care of that. And they always kept the virgin woman. After they destroyed the towns completely, they eliminated the old, the young, the boys. Why is that? Why the virgin women? Is that for sex purposes, so they can, or is just because, you know, it is just, I don't know. Maybe it's just a, you know, something that, don't take it literally, Emil. It's just, you know, yeah. So, all right, that watch, his watch, that guy's got $1.1 million. Someone was eager to pay for it. Get over it. If I would sell right now, let's say Moses' nail, they would take what? $50 billion, right? And do you think, oh, you say, Emil, you put in the same par Adolf Hitler and Moses? Well, if you kill people and you exterminate them, and that's your state of mind, and that's because that guy told you so, I don't know. How would you analyze that? So, $1.1 million. If you want to watch, if you want to see Hitler's limousine, Mercedes, you can go in, I think, in Ottawa. It's a museum over there. You can still watch that. Many places where you can find kind of memorabilia. But nevertheless, I thought it was an interesting, how do you call it, subject. This is volume number 1, just so you know. Thank you very much for being with me again. Stay strong, stay smart. Look for the truth, and look for a watch to buy. Stay strong and be just. See ya.